Alright, I'm back.
During the events of Star Rail Fest, Asheville discovered what the happiness surgery truly entails, implanting the flesh and blood of the abominations of abundance. Given the gravity of the situation, we decided to go to Graphia Academy and first launch an investigation into Full Wish. During the course of events, we unexpectedly crossed paths with Full Wish herself. Also a survivor of the Bloodstained Games, she openly joined the Phantasmoon Games and invited supplicants to travel to Seafeld City, where the winner would be decided in a televised debate. During our exchange with Full Wish, Himiko realized that Full Wish might be a masked fool. As a result, I asked Sparksy to investigate the tavern for leads, and through that, we identified Full Wish's ability. The happiness syntax. Evanescia and Yaoguang established a cooperation agreement. After Evanescia's attempt to assess Full Wish in her capacity as the arbitrator failed, they encountered Blade and his group and learned that the flesh implanted in the happiness surgery originated from Shuhu, an emanator of abundance. Himiko and I went to the TV station to take part in the debate and met up with Sunday and Asheville, who had arrived ahead of us. However, the debate turned out to be a carefully orchestrated. When the disaster erupted, Evanescia willingly violated a forbidden taboo and revealed the real purpose of the Phantasmoon Games, to suppress the terrifying entity slumbering within plain Arcadia. At the same time, Silverwolf, meanwhile, Full Wish continued to livestream our movements in the TV tower. After overcoming every obstacle in our path, even so, those who had undergone the surgery did not recover. At Blade's proposal, everyone joined forces to concentrate all of Shuhu's flesh within. Just when I thought the crisis was over, Evanescia requested that I
been severely affected by the incident. Citizens are advised to remain patient and await assistance. Moving on to our special segment, the Phantasmoon Brief.
You're back! The incident that happened at Full Wish TV is causing a huge stir. Come watch the news!
Hello, everyone! Welcome to our brand new segment, the Phantasmoon Brief. I'm your host, Poofy.
Hi, everyone! This is your old friend, Snowy!
Well then, as the Phantasmoon Games reach a boiling point, and for reasons that need no explanation, we are now joining
Yes, we are! And after the director of Full Wish TV and sponsor of the Research Society of Happy Smiles, Full Wish announced that she was joining the Phantasmoon.
The supplicant debate, slated to take place at the Seafeld TV tower, was cut short when out-of-control imagination. This imagenesis plague centered on Seafeld.
As of the latest reports, nearly 200,000 human and Imaginary inhabitants across plain Arcadia have been hands in a chilling echo of the Bloodstained Games 15 years ago. Footage left behind by Full Wish points to the disaster as the...
She identified the culprits as the famed cosmic hero, the trailblazer of the Astral Express, and the wanted criminal,
But a spokesperson for the Department of Aberration Defense said the disaster was planned and executed by Full Wish herself through her organization, the Research...
Oh, how familiar that sounds. 15 years ago, they made the same excuses. What is the...
Over 500 years ago, a prophet made a prediction. In year 1999, Shame on them. How can they just say things like that on TV when it's not even confirmed? Also, those two hosts, weren't they from Full Wish TV? They were spreading nasty stories about you on the news before. And now look, they've immediately jumped ship after what happened to Full Wish. I'm happy you made it back safely. But somehow, you just don't seem quite the same. Oh no. You're trying to grow up and leave me. No! Is this what it takes to become a hero? If you're all grown up and serious. Oh, right. Tell me about what happened at the TV tower. I've heard Don Hung and Sunday's side of the story, but I haven't heard yours yet. So, Full Wish had people undergo the happiness surgery to implant, and you guys stopped the mutation from and then you mentioned that Nessia, the one we met at Star Rail Fest, is actually the Phantus, and she also asked you... who is that?
Yes, Graphia, Himiko's ancestor. She's an...
Himiko's ancestor? She's still alive? Wait, Nessia asked you to warn Graphia that the Lord Ravager, Asat Pramod, is back? Oh, why does the Express have such bad luck? By this point, whenever we go on vacation, I'm always ready to deal with random problems. But running into another Lord Ravager while on vacation... Lord Ravager, at Venessia's request. Shoo, feels like we're juggling a bunch of eggs all at once. I shouldn't have asked so many questions. Didn't mean to stress you out or make you worried. I'm gonna go take a minute and collect myself.
So many things to deal with right now. Oh, what should I do next? Nah. I've had a long day. I should just get some rest.
Welt, she's tired. Let her...
You're obviously tired. I never thought this vacation would become the prelude to yet another
From our very first steps. But this is way too much.
Look at you now. It takes me back to when I first got the Express running again. Aside from Pom Pom, I was the only crew member on board. Constantly stretched thin and feeling out of my depth. All I could do was note every problem in the navigation log, one by one. A world's coordinates that needed an update. A glitch in the Express's warp system. The notes were as dense as the coordinates on the astral charts, leaving me completely overwhelmed. Back then, I never imagined the Astral Express would one day have to face a Lord Ravager. But strangely, now that the time has come again, I'm not panicking at all. Come to think of it, it's because of you. Because of all of you. Along the way, we have defeated 2 Lord Ravagers. The Nameless who guided me before I keep moving forward. I've seen you grow through the Phantom Moon games, becoming someone others can trust and lean on. And I heard the declaration you made atop the tower. That's why I want to share a story. I promised someone that when the moon over my hometown was full again, I want to share this story with you all. The story of how my journey began. Because it's a long story, I'd also like to invite you all to the place where I repaired the Express and tell you everything bit by bit.
All right, it's a deal. When I return from the world in canvas, you can make us, shush make us some coffee. Then we'll settle in and listen to your story.
Speaking of the world in canvas, March told me about what Evanescia said to you. Evanessia's request was not made lightly, and she was worried for a reason. Silverwolf saw that Lord Ravager in action too. According to the records from the databank and the IPC's investigation, Asat Pramod's campaigns often spanned centuries, 1,000 years ago. That's the first of many mysteries. Based on our family history, we are clearly not descendants of any long-lived species. Quite the opposite. The weathering curse has shortened my family's lifespan for generations. What could my ancestor have gone through to still exist today? That too leaves me deeply curious. There are far too many legends about her. It's hard to tell what's true and what's not. Only two things are beyond doubt. First, during the Cinderth Age, she created countless Imaginae and sent them into battle against the demon legions from beyond. Second, near the end of one of the... which means... nobody knows just how big the plane Graphia created. Legend has it that Graphia used a vast ocean as her canvas. Good question. As for who in Plain Arcadia knows Graphia and the world in canvas best, it's probably Pearl. She was sent here by the IPC. She should have some clues to guide us in the right direction. By the way, General Yao Guang is here. She says she wants to talk to you in private. I'm not sure if she comes with good news or bad news. She brought a little gift from the Cienjo, though. Mung bean soda. Go talk to General Yao Guang, then. Don't keep her waiting. After that, come to the party car and fill us in.
Nice to meet you, Ishvara. I always thought that the arbitrator, Evanescia, would step in and punish Fullwish for the disaster she caused. But, to my surprise, it was you who in my capacity as an Arbiter General. I extend my deepest gratitude to you for halting the plague and sparing countless lives from suffering. What I am about to tell you is something Evanescia risked breaking the rules to share with me. Please keep it a secret. Not a word of this leaves the Express. Sealed within Ahatopia's core is Ouroboros, the Veracity. You mean the Leviathan that can swallow whole planets? That Ouroboros, the Veracity? Looks like you know. I've seen that terrifying thing in Herta's simulated universe. Rumor has it, they were last seen during the era of the Swarm disaster. They were hardly... No one expected them to be here of all places, sealed away on this very planet, after vanishing for years. The true situation remains unknown. But with this information, we can understand why Asat Pramod set his sights on this world. Aren't you a little afraid, facing a That's impressive, Ishvara. No wonder you survived the calamity of Iron Tomb. Fortune follows when fate hits its lowest ebb. Every crisis comes with an opportunity. Now that we know a force capable of devouring stars is deep in slumber at this planet's core, perhaps we could make it devour the problem inside Blade's body. Blade has agreed to my proposal and will venture into the world in canvas to seek out the Veracity. I cast a divination, and the hexagram shifted between the marsh and fire trigrams, yielding the judgment. Heaven and earth are separate and apart, but the work which they do is the same. In other words, though your paths may differ, they are destined to intersect. A funeral, or an adventure. Will it be a battle with Blade? Agreed to my proposal, even though that little Stellaron hunter girl wouldn't stop objecting. What miracle could cap off these games better than a finale that humbles a Lord Ravager? It will be a tribute to the elation. The shadow of the Lord Ravager looms, and from here on, everyone must carry their part of the burden. I will take my leave first.
Before I set out, I still want to say a few words to everyone. What are they all up to over there?
Oh, there you are. We're here to celebrate the Astral Express making it through another trial, of course. Pom-Pom's heard all about your latest adventure.
It's a modest celebration, but a meaningful one. You stopped Full Wish's scheme, and that is no small achievement. Regardless of what the people of Plain Arcadia or the media may say, we raise a glass to you.
Exactly. You knocked out the mastermind behind all those creepy whatever their name is.
Your victory gave Blade a chance to free himself.
With a Lord Ravager looming on the horizon, everyone will soon be heading off.
Here's to everyone, and here's to all of us. The Lord Ravager can throw whatever he wants at us, but I know the Astral Express will keep streaking across the stars.
Thank you. All of you. Having you by my side is what gives me the courage to face the future. I'll carry this strength with me.
Cheers!
Did you need something? I need a break. I felt worn out ever since coming back. Right now, it feels like I'm back in Oak Manor's banquet hall. Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all. I should thank you for... Mr. Yang insisted I should get a full day of sleep, but I didn't want to miss the chance to toast with you all. I should thank you for letting...
I heard from Sunday about how the televised debate went. We won this battle because of you. When the televised debate began, a crowd outside the station gathered to protest the Astral Express, and I guess people know deep down which is more dangerous. A made-up villain, or that I am more... I've seen the footage of your fight with Full Wish. It reminded me a lot of when I saved you at Herta Space Station. The Stellaron can be awakened by a wish, but its immense power always has a way of warping. As the wave of wish power, sir, be careful with this power.
Oh, it's you! Pom-Pom heard you've got a solo mission coming up. Be safe, will you? Sadly,
Honestly, Pom-Pom can't remember most of what happened right after the Pom-Pom's memory of those years, but it's okay. How did Passenger Himiko appear? That's odd. The day Passenger Himiko... Safe trip!
There you are. Yeah, of course.
When did Don Hung start expressing his feelings like this? I guess pigs really do fly.
This trip to Plain Arcadia is the first you dove into the Phantom Moon games. I crossed paths.
Wait, hold up. How come all I get is wandering and eating? I grabbed plenty of comics as well. I call it cultural exploration. With a little extra time for me to recharge, of course. Right?
Now that we're having this little break, it hit me that I might have neglected you and March.
Yeah, we are actually more concerned about you.
Blade has accepted General Yao Guang's proposal. Perhaps he has finally moved on from past grudges, and it's going to be a path from now on. Mr. Yang and I have been asked by General Yao Guang to help with setting up some...
I've got work to do too. Mr. Ashvale wanted someone to accompany him to the tavern to investigate clues about Asat Pramod. Yours truly figured she'd been resting long enough, and it was time to stretch her legs. So I volunteered. No problem. When you come back, you have to share everything you saw in the world in Canvas.
Just in time. I've talked she will handle all the arrangements for your passage. This is an important mat. Once you've fully rested, you may make your way to the dock in Seafeld City. Madame Pearl has a special ship waiting for you there. It will take you to the board. That's your final stop before entering the world in Canvas. A place to gather your... I know you'll have to go alone this time, but I don't think it'll be dangerous. After all, that realm was created by Graphia, my ancestor. The thought of it makes me feel calm, in a strange but comforting way. I am indeed quite curious. I'd love to see this ancestor of mine for myself, and hear her story in her own words. But someone must stay here and keep watch. Madame Pearl wishes to confer with me and General Yao Guang about our next steps in dealing. Go ahead. Set out once you've rested up. I'll be here with Welt and the others, awaiting good news from you.
In other words, that woman wants you to take Shuhu and jump straight into the Veracity and leave the rest to the Eon's stomach acid? And this is between me and him, right? Why are you tagging along?
Relax. I'll say my goodbyes and be gone. A dignified funeral, If you ask me, this ending is indeed grand enough.
I don't care about any of that. There's only one thing I care about. Does he have to die?
Here's a piece of advice, little cub. Whether he lives or dies is his choice. That's the one thing you don't.
It has landed.
What?
Nothing. Just a seabird. A blade forged of mortal steel cannot sever an undying fate. If Shuhu is to be put down, the options are few. And that Leviathan is one of them.
In time, people will say this. The culprit of the Juming gave his life for the greater good and plunged into the abyss alongside the abomination.
I'm not as noble as you make it sound. Many years ago, you invited me to join the Galaxy Rangers. I refused for one reason. I'm a petty man. I was never born to carry some greater good. This is between Shuhu and me. Nothing more.
Can't argue with that. Well then.
Blade, you sure about this?
For years, death has clung to me like a curse, etched into my bones. If there is a chance to make a god feel the same pain, as for everyone else, there's no need to drag them into this. We'll proceed as Yao Guang proposed. Bury Shuhu at the end of the world in canvas, taking me with him, and let the veracity dissolve us both.
Take care.
How about you stay as well? You might as well see it through to the end with us.
Plain Arcadia has bigger problems that need my attention. Your instincts were right. That meanie pulling strings from the shadows is none other than a Sat Pramod.
Who else would want to kick a Ha's head like a ball?
So, I need to get back.
Investigating a Lord Ravager sounds like a job you...
Therefore...
Then here's hoping you... Huh.
Be right back.
Every time, when it's just the two of us, you go quiet.
You know what I'm going to say. The seabird's flown off. It's time for us to go too.
The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is... Ouroboros.
After the swarm disaster, the Veracity vanished, never to appear again for more than 700 Amber eras. Their last rumored sighting was 500 years ago.
History fictionologists claim that Ouroboros lies in wait at the edge of the cosmos, guarded by their children, awaiting the day of their return.
I've heard that story before, but it wasn't about the edge of the cosmos. It was Pier Point. They say that the preservation is nothing more than a facade, and the IPC is in truth, a cult devoted to the veracity.
Organic life has quite the imagination. They've said other things, too. That Louis Fleming seeks to ascend as the Eon of Wealth. That the Council of Mundanites are mere hounds of Dr. Primitive. That the Marketing Development Department colludes with the destruction, turning a blind eye to the spread of Stellarons. Such rumors are endless. I believe the General should be able to tell which are true and which are not.
I've never heard the last one, so let's assume it's the only one that's true. Such terrible breath. Once this Leviathan awakens, the Arcadia's destruction would be all but instantaneous.
For now, this remains conjecture. The sealed remains appear to be a husk that Ouroboros once shed. Why it's here, and how it's connected to the elation, remain unknown. Yet even a fragmented remnant of an Eon is a threat that can't be ignored. The calamity of the Leviathan must not be allowed to re-emerge in this world.
Naturally, that is why I'm here. And it's about time for the two Nameless to arrive. Oh, you're just on time.
General Yao Guang, as instructed, warding talismans have been placed at over a dozen sites across Plain Arcadia.
My thanks. It was Mr. Yang's talent of creation out of nothing that allowed us to reproduce dozens of plumes and complete the deployment with such speed. Now, with Yin and Yang aligned, and all four aspects in place, as long as we set up the last formation core, the Decalight reflection barrier will be complete.
Using the divine eye of the Spiritus to weave a giant web, one that ensnares countless possible futures. General, have you truly made up your mind?
Though Shuhu has been eradicated, the signs of doom have not faded. On the contrary, they grow ever clearer. After much consideration, the source can only be this restless corpse.
One crisis is yet to pass, and another is already upon us. The Arcadia's ley lines were already riddled with scars, and now even the ancient tree's seal is starting to loosen. While Evanesia is asleep, someone must take up her duty to guard this place.
But defending isn't the way of the hunt. If you don't want to become the prey, you must become the hunter.
General, do you intend to go on the offensive and suppress the remains of the veracity?
How could I? The Joy Seeker could barely confine that husk using the Abundance's ambrosial arbor as its cage. I'm not that arrogant as to place myself alongside the gods. I'm not here to guard against an Eon, but against a lesser menace. Lord Ravager Asat Pramad. This barrier is prepared for him.
Asat Pramad has been meddling with the game from the shadows. His intentions unclear. We know little about him or the veracity. By chance, however, a friendly citizen has provided us with intel.
Ouroboros' remains are in Ahatopia, aren't they? Silence is an answer in itself. I've seen that reaction too many times.
I'm not surprised that you were the first to discover it. You were in the Torn Scroll too. The probability of you noticing was 24%.
That's a little low, don't you think? I'd put it at well over 90.
What I don't understand is this. There were countless ways to verify your hypothesis, yet you chose the most unconventional one. You bypassed security and broke into the building to confront me in person. What is your objective?
This is no confrontation. It's a warning, Madam Pearl. I'm a security officer, and there is only one reason I'm here. While everyone else is fixated on the Phantasmoon games, only the Department of Aberration Defense is watching other places.
Like the location where the new Herald of Death case was closed?
Correct. The incident involved 4 Daybreak warriors, 3 nameless, 1 detective, and 1 officer. But just moments ago, a 10th set of footprints appeared at the scene.
After the investigation, we learned that the traces were left deliberately. A blatant provocation.
The Lord Ravager bent on destroying the Elation came uninvited. Make no mistake. Plain Arcadia is a stage he chose with care, and drawing the Abundance into the fray was hardly a whim.
Our top priority is to dispose of Shuhu's flesh properly to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands and causing another calamity.
That said, we cannot afford to ignore Asat Pramad's next move.
This giant web is prepared for that very purpose. Once the entire planet is folded into the divination's trajectory, under the gaze of the Omnitia, all possibilities will be laid bare. When that time comes, he won't wish to leave any footprints behind.
One final question. Why did the Lord Ravager choose to visit this place? Does he have an ulterior motive? Or is this merely some twisted joke?
That question should be left to the professionals. Don't forget, we have a detective who can't seem to rest. Let's hope the accumulation of variables can tip the scales in our favor.
And so the people set out, and the gondola, bound for distant lands, set sail. At the end of the world, the Elation once again declared war upon the Veracity. Frail little humans! Ouroboros split their mouth wide open. Whoever can fill my whole mouth with but a single thing shall receive a reward, my tongue. The fool known as the Shepherd captured a comet, but it wasn't even enough to fill the gap between the Veracity's teeth. The bartender Braji opened the wine cellar, yet they only grew drowsy, drifting off to sleep. And en route, he crept up to the Veracity's ear and told them a corny joke. The Veracity pondered it for 10 amber eras, then burst into laughter at their own amusement. En route spread his hands and said, "See, I filled your mouth with laughter."
Then what happened?
Then the Veracity said, "Are you kidding me?" And with that, they opened their gaping maw and tore en route to pieces.
What kind of nonsense is that?
Those are the facts, my inquisitive auditor. If you want to hear more stories, you're welcome to discuss with your classmates.
We came here to investigate the Veracity and Asat Pramad, but all we got were stories that only a 3-year-old would believe.
Rumors don't just appear out of thin air. It's just a matter of how much truth you think they hold.
At least 90 90% of that was made up.
Sometimes that last 10% is all you need. Oh, plenty of bystanders around. Let's hear what they have to say.
They say a dull pen beats a sharp memory. My memory.
Then you must have a lot of station here.
A kindred spirit. I've met far too many fools who can't interested in studying the novel.
This feels
Oh, please. Thank the seniors. To compile this book, they offended every Eon they possibly could, and narrowly escaped death at the hands of each and every one of them. As for me, I'm just the one who...
You two act.
walk the path of veracity? Do I need to eat everything in sight?
You got it. It's always, and I am
Ugh, can you talk?
I swore to become. Finally, I pinched my nose and swallowed loose mouth, and they looked at me.
Ouroboros?
Nah. Ah. Very.
Enough already.
I'm telling you, it was all bluffing. The fools didn't lose. En route and Dorothy, who the veracity wasn't looking, roll up their skin like a crepe, then poof! I already found.
You should be putting this much effort into your studies!
Hey, friends! How was your first day of school? Sparksy's here to pick you up after class. Where were you just now? You opened the door for us and just
Still doubting me? You're breaking Sparkskull's heart here. That whole foolish thing. I took on every emoji in the tavern by myself, but honestly, this place runs on rumors. Aha is being chased by the veracity. Aha chases the veracity. We won't get anywhere following stories like this.
Let's go through what we know so far. Ooh. Yeah, it's a complete mess.
So, after a bit of thought, a Lady Sparksy came up with the unreal Sparks and Sparks!
Does this friend know you borrowed it?
The Subcommand has a gun to our heads, and this is what you're worried about? He'll find out one day.
Well...
It, doesn't look very reliable. Are you sure about this?
No worries. If anything goes wrong, the friend in my head will protect me.
Doesn't seem to have any
No, it's working perfectly. Our enemy is a Lord Ravager.
Correction.
Judging by Nanook's habit of picking Lord Ravagers, I wouldn't be surprised if Asat Pramod was once a masked fool. and therefore knows Aha's weakness. The Arcadia is like a micro...
A classic social realist deduction.
Yes. The answer is all but revealed. You are a Sot-Pramod. Sparksy, do you have evidence? Of course. The truth is you were the first person I met when I got off the express.
If I am a Sot-Pramod, would you and Grey Hair have been able to walk out of the school alive?
Yeah, fair.
Just take that thing off already.
That's weird. I thought I was on the right track.
Let me give you a lesson. Deduction isn't about pupil skills. It's about smart tricks and flawless logic. Watch and learn. Sparkle, master of the classic whodunit, has entered the chat.
You changed your clothes?
First of all, Ouroboros likes to eat. Secondly, whatever they eat disappears completely. Therefore, veracity is also a form of this is the classic mystery of one culprit, two identities. The one, the Lord Raptor, a Sot-Pramod, played by the veracity. What am I even saying?
Classic whodunit. This is more like a classic Who's the Dummy.
I get it now. All this so far, that's the most accurate piece of information we've gotten.
No need to be so serious, Detective. Why don't you show us what you've got? By the way, what type of detective are you?
Me? I'm the tough guy type. I don't waste time on useless... You're not wrong. A Sot-Pramod is Nanook's weapon to assassinate Aha. Whatever his plan may be, the target doesn't change. Remember, as far as humanity knows, there are only 3 ways an eon...
A broader path engulfs a narrower one. Divine warfare between eons. The third one.
Forcing an eon to turn away from their own path.
Whichever it is, none of it sounds remotely so. What makes you so certain?
Because we folks just dug up one heck of a treasure from underground. And in the stories tied to them, we've unearthed more than a few names worth paying attention to.
That's just a title. Anyone with a girl between you and me. Director Spark.
Looks like this clue has little value to it.
An old pal who can't stop lying. He goes...
I see you're acquainted. Right. He's the one I can't stop thinking about. The stories change every time, but they all circle back to the same logic. En route, defeated the veracity by some means.
You're right. Then who is this en route?
Of course she does! Everyone in the tavern knows that name. Long ago, some say he became a morning actor. Others say he jumped into IX's black hole. But none of that matters. What truly matters is that you have my unreal Sparks and...
I knew it.
Give it back, give it back! That's a big order my client wants immediately.
What do you mean, give it back? It just want... You want it? Here.
Absolutely
no. If it's in...
Get back here!
Hey!
Can you catch her for me?
Of course! I'll have that thing returned to you safe and sound in half a day. But, in exchange, I'd like...
Oh, so that's why you're here. No, old Sempo's intel isn't cheap. Waiving the fee won't quite cut it, will it?
Name your price. Put it on Pearl's tab.
Ha! Just kidding.
money talk. The en route you're looking for lives up to the name. He's the gold standard of the masked fools.
Not much so. He's a friend of yours?
Not a chance! Back when old Sempo was still king. He left the tavern during the Second Prosperity. I can hear him. Before he left, en route said one thing: Elation has been dead for a long time.
Where did he go after he left the tavern?
The tavern has 10,000 mouths, all telling different stories. All I know is this. He said he was headed for the true world's...
How do you know all this?
Oh, I've been around long enough to have my own channels. And...
leave it to me. See? You only need that 10% of the story to be true.
The last thing he said was...
So many unanswered questions about... But our leads at the tavern have run their course. No. Speak of the devil. Only a Cienjo general could have arranged something like this, I suppose.
I'm surprised as well. You've only just left Amphorius, and already you've managed to draw the attention of another Lord Ravager.
Miss Ron May? And Miss Ting Yun?
We're here by General Yao Guang's request. It seems we've...
At first, I only came because the Shenzhou extended an invitation, and it seemed impolite to refuse. So, let me get to the point. Ouroboros has long been dead. Their death was merely buried beneath layers of secrecy.
Hardly surprising. They disappeared after the swarm disaster, and there are many different opinions on where they went. The Intelligentsia Guild claims the Veracity ate their fill and entered hibernation. I don't buy it. Those scholars are fond of post-meal naps themselves, likely just projecting their own habits.
You seem surprisingly calm, which makes sense. After all, the shadow in your right hand is evidence as well. Why don't you tell everyone what happened to the Galaxy Rangers back on Von Walk?
Von Walk?
Sprightly Von Walk. I've heard there's a particular phenomenon that occurs on that rainforest planet. Plants multiply and grow and are then harvested like wild grass. Almost identical to the Phantom Moon games.
But how are the two connected? When you hear plants and growth, shouldn't that make you think of abundance? Huh. Wait.
It seems you figured it out. By coincidence, abundance is another thing the two worlds have in common.
When coincidences pile up, they cease to be coincidences, Mr. Ashvale. No. Leader of the Rangers, Mr.
Back on Von Walk, I'd already long since stopped being a ranger. Your conjecture is basically correct, Miss Ron May. You're not the only genius to take life as a subject of study. By the time I arrived, the atavistic experiment was already approaching its final phase. Beneath Von Walk's surface, there also lay the remains of the Veracity.
You stopped him.
The Rangers stopped him. Back then...
Now, deep beneath Aha, if I'm not mistaken, there are countless other worlds carrying out the same ritual. Aha sealed Ouroboros' body among the stars, suppressed it with abundance, siphoned... This is what people call the Phantasmoon Games.
Uh-huh. Why would they do such a thing?
You may remember, the Express once delivered a Leviathan's carcass to me. That wasn't the only one in my collection. By arranging remains from different eras in sequence, I discovered something rather intriguing. At a certain moment over 1,000 Amber Eras ago, just as Akivili began traveling in pursuit of their ideal, all creations of the Veracity lost the same organ. Their taste buds.
What does that imply?
The purpose of consumption changed. This was not natural evolution. Through the simulated universe, I identified the point of divergence in history. A concept had disappeared from the path of veracity. Consider this. What do taste buds provide?
Yummy flavors?
Precisely. Savoring something's aftertaste is an act of elation.
So Aha stole the original Prima Mobile of the Veracity?
The simulated universe proves nothing on its own. But think of it as my intuition. The conflict...
How many people know about this?
There used to be 2. I only told Yuqing 2. Now, there are 5. After this, I can't be sure.
Exploit the old conflict between Aha and Ouroboros to ignite a divine war. Or let the 3 known ways to kill an Eon. The Arcadia fulfills at least 2. Now who still thinks Asap Pramod is here on vacation?
But you still haven't explained where it came from.
You mean the shadow? It has nothing to do with Funlock.
Oh?
Call it a twist of fate. This isn't my first encounter with the Astral Express, nor my first time dealing with a Lord Ravager. When my home was destroyed by Zulo, I had a brief encounter with a former navigator.
A navigator of the Express?
Yes. Starseer, I see. He'd already retired by then. He was the one who told me about the Shadow. I led the Rangers to suppress the Shadow.
Don't you find it strange, Mr. Ashvale?
Strange?
When coincidences pile up, if you don't mind, earlier, what did you 2 uncover?
Someone suspected to be Asat Pramod knew about the Veracity secret. Before...
And then? Who did...
A former navigator. The Shadow was a remnant left behind when he charted...
If the world's end isn't the tavern, then what...
I don't know if anyone can answer that question. Not even Akivili. Wait. Don't tell me.
En route only goes where he isn't welcome. After leaving the tavern, he went to the Astral Express.
The detective game is over. I have to say, not many people can make me change my plans. Whether in the past or present, you've always been one of them.
So, it is you.
You know how it is, kid. I've always enjoyed arriving uninvited.
Pearl said she would arrange a ferry to pick us up at the Seafelds. The place we're going to holds...
Yellow ducking.
Bring down the house! All's revealed in divining light.
It is an honor to, well, shall I say, be of service. To be honest, when Madame Pearl invited you to visit the Perlux Tower, I was supposed to be your... My name is Feld. By order of Madame Pearl. You are too kind. I assume Madame Pearl has already briefed you on our destination? I see. It so happens that Madame Pearl is tied up with an unforeseen event. The destination of our boat journey is a hotel known as Inkford Hermitage. It is situated at the end of a Dovebrook tributary.
Well, Graffia's former residence was located there. Legend says the miraculous and canvassing of the mortal world happened. Word is that Madame Pearl just flicked her wrist, signed a check with an astronomical figure. Whew, I guess money... That's not even the half of it. I don't know where, but all they could find were Imagine knockoffs. Random, pretty red... I bet her reaction went something like this. Objective. Locate the original. Error. Detecting excessive quantity of low-quality merchandise.
You! I remember you!
Perlux Tower? I've never set foot in that...
Oh, I know it's you! I've seen the footage. You're wearing the exact same outfit.
Oh, a slip-up in an otherwise perfect plan.
Cut it out, you scoundrel! You can't talk your way out of this. Who...
This is the author of Fluffy...
Huh. My apologies. How...
Well, yes. Would you...
This blurry QR code. Let's be clear. You are being transported under escort. Your current credit balance is in the negative. Madame Pearl has offered you a lifeline by asking you to complete the next volume of the Fluffy.
Whoa, this is not my fault. Remember Alloy King Pom Pom from Perlux Tower? I tried to put everything on Pearl's tab, but she found out and charged it. Who knew a figurine could be so expensive? It got... I went all in on learned coins. There goes my licensing fees. and royalties.
I lost every single...
So you're escorting her to, shall we?
Correct. The objective is to deliver the manuscript and clear her debts. The estimated duration is 56 days.
Hear that? It's not a hotel. It's hell, where you get whipped for not finishing your scripts on time.
The boat has arrived. When you're ready, let's begin our journey to Ingford Hermitage. Please, mind your step as you board. We have arrived. This is the snowy shore of the canvas world, Ingford Hermitage.
Oh. Are those Wispe floating on the water?
Oh dear, there are so many Wispe. They are blocking the boat's route. But no need to panic. Please follow my lead.
Watch your step while disembarking. Thank you for traveling on this voyage.
A will of Metallus.
Safe docking. For a second, I thought we were going to hit an iceberg or something. They probably sensed your wish power. You are the Phantos Moon. Look! One's trying to hitch a ride on you. Must have been when we came ashore. Oh, what a
Everyone, welcome to Ingford Hermitage.
I was imagining a Benzai Tengoku style manor or something. So you demolished your idol's old residence and replaced it with a luxury hotel.
Of course not. Benzai Tengoku vanished more than 1,000 years ago. The original structure is long lost to time. The IPC only chose this location because this is one of the weakest points between reality and the world in canvas. Many Imaginae are born every day, But just as many ancient lineages of Imagine hide themselves away in the world in canvas once their wish power dry up, or as they grow weary of the mortal world. This is the final stop before they enter the world in canvas, and this is where they bid farewell to reality. They rest here, organize memories spanning centuries, and then pass beyond the... Rumor has it that Graphia's soul appears from time to time to guide these weary Imagine on their path.
There's a sense of parting in the air. No.
Miss Colt, now that you're in this well, too, you ought to make the most of it. Let's go.
The drop rates are this bad.
Is that?
Ah, the golden tree in the distance. We call it Myriad Wish Grove. It's said that it shares the same lineage as the sacred trees on the floating island of Seafell and the Phantom Moon courtyard. Before entering the canvas, the Imagine go there to return their wishes, setting out unburdened. We have arrived. The hotel staff will take over from...
It's freezing. Anyone here?
Honored guests.
Oh, no wonder it's so cold. It's an actual snow wispeck.
I am the lobby manager, Casper.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the popular comic artist, Blurry...
the former comic artist, Miss Nihilux.
Oh, my true name is gone, just like that. Oh wait, did you say former?
The big shots upstairs gave me a heads up. You are now an asset of Perlux Corp. You'll be staying here until you finish your next volume. That Arcadian over there? That's a
Which one?
That one over there is one of the...
Kappa? Didn't that...
There are still a few survivors. As for Casper and myself... Little old me was once a tall...
So you're basically...
From a block of ice. Sightings of Lady Graphia are as common as the snowflakes here. Ever since the news spread that her soul would reside at the hotel, all those Imaginae who mimic her and the weirdos who insist they have a connection to her have flocked here. You see, they all claim they have some sort of connection to her, or hold some secret about her.
I bet they're just trying to scam people out of wish power and credits.
You're not wrong. But whenever the nameless, good luck with...
Tell me, is there...
I spent my whole life doing hard labor to pound away. I spent my
the drop rates are this bad.
The humans here call me Sudscour. A filthy name, but fitting for this frail and wretched form. Are you here at the hot springs to wash away your stray thoughts? Or just to chat with the last kappa of Ahatopia? As you see, long, long ago. Lady Graphia is the one who got back then. The demons, we Kappa, were weak, and she taught us how to use water to protect. Well, as long as the world in canvas exists, Lady Graphia must as well. There is a... If you seek clues regarding Lady Graphia, there are a Tone Casper likes to wander around there.
Please don't linger around. I spent my whole life doing art.
You can see me? Indeed. I am unfortunate.
I am Graphia. If you're giving away...
No, I am Graphia.
I don't care which. One of...
Lord Ravager, to be honest, we are Graphia, but we're not Graphia.
Simply, as for me, I was sketched.
I am a wispy form.
I am the armored goddess Graphia. Care to witness my signature? If you're looking for the real I've seen countless Imaginae on the verge of... when it comes down...
As I suspected.
Besides us...
If you're serious about...
I heard Graphia is still here in this hotel.
So, you're here looking for Graphia's whereabouts on behalf of that Intellitron executive. I think it's unlikely that the mother of Imagenesis will see her. A friend of Graphia's? Just how long has that person been alive? So, that friend wanted you to find...
The only thing Evanescia left that could be a token is the mask she painted.
Normally, I'd suggest you play that little snow puff ball for info. That good luck with your inquiries line definitely had a subtext. But since you're asking for a bright idea, you must have heard that in the Holy Grail War! Oh, right! That was your big adventure in Penacony. Oh, how nice. I hope Plain Arcadia holds one too. Then I don't need to explain the method. First, we need a catalyst. No matter, Miss Kalt has got you covered. We use... Wait, you aren't... Sorry. Oh, honestly, I'm a chronic deadline misser who can barely save her own skin.
I've heard enough. Break time is over, Miss Nyalux. Now that you understand your situation, stop.
I just checked in, and I have to work already? I'm not...
A Mechatron can run for hundreds of hours straight. You cannot. That's exactly why every second counts. Now right this second, start increasing your value as a quality asset.
Hey, wait! This is kidnapping!
Nihilux has a point anyway.
Is there still a chance for me to turn my life around?
Please don't linger around.
Clouds scatter.
Mountains roll. Kraken rise! Earth shatters. Heaven trembles.
Let me teach you some moves.
Test of luck. An explosive start. Almost luck. For might command.
Zero skill, all grind.
A will of metal and
Reminds
stone.
me of my grandma.
All's revealed. Break down the house.
Maybe once you leave here, you'll get to see her again.
Let's have some fun. The drop rates are this bad.
Casper? Are you there?
Nope. I'm not. Not a mimic. Not interested. Let's have some fun! Let's have some fun!
You found me, current nameless. I knew you'd come to ask about Lee, but if I try too hard to remember things from so much of my memory feels like it's shrouded in a blizzard and I can't see anything clearly. I'm sorry. A snowball fight? It feels like I had snowball fights. Well then, come at me. But I definitely met Lady Graphia. She wasn't back then when we wanted to see her. Then Lady Graphia, then we'd have snowball fight. If we won, I got to... There was someone else. Just thinking about them makes my blood boil. He was a snowball fight master. I remember one time, 8 of us teamed up to challenge him. But that guy knocked us all down with his... 6 of my friends were lying on the ground. As for me...
8 people? In the Phantasmoon game? So, in that round of...
I saw her once. By then, I couldn't find my other 6 friends, so... I went to her front door again. She held me and cried, saying... I'm sorry. And... it was just one lost game. We could've... I only shared some memories. That's about all Casper can remember.
So, to summarize, now...
Let's have some fun! The drop rates are this bad. A huge chest here.
Even next to such a lively hot spring hotel, there's a secluded mountain path like this. Huh. These atonement statues all look like small animals. I should find a prominent spot for the ground lamps. just too little. Whatever.
Who dares disturb? Not only will I refuse to grant.
Thanks for the invite. I'm not quite dead yet, but I don't feel alive. I'm testing the deadline. I snuck out. This mountain path is so quiet and secluded. Ooh, what a great spot for a night stroll, listening to the calming. I was hoping to find some inspiration out here. With those two. Look at this old stone statue! Ooh, doesn't it look like Hemicat? I just reached the real versus fake Hemicat arc in my comic. Let me pay—
Miss Colt, when did you sneak out?
That was fast!
I let my guard down for just 1 second, and corporate asset. I mean, Miss Colt.
No way are you running away and taking our jobs with you. Good thing this kind lady spotted where you were headed, otherwise—
Let's go. Back to the room to finish.
Come on, not again! Little raccoon!
Being an artist sure is grueling. I remember being held. You're asking me? My name is Murata Graphia, guardian of the world in canvas. It is a pleasure.
You're saying you? Huh. She really does look a lot like Himiko.
Child, you were the one who lit the ground lamps, were you not? If memory serves, that I simply answered the call. Yet you doubt my identity. Let me think. I believe I know why you've come to find me. The arbitrator of the Phantasmoon Games asked you to tell me that our old enemy, the Demon Lord from Beyond, has... Since Ahatopia's in canvassing, Evanesia and I agreed to guard reality and the world in canvas. But over the past 1,000 years, who would have thought, when word of her finally reached, you must have many questions. My, you certainly have a lot of questions. During the Cinderth Age, that demon lord from beyond once took the form of a friend to infiltrate the resistance. Do you carry a token from Evanescence? I see you're carrying something that might... The secrets you seek are 1,000 years ago. The legions of the demons for the destruction. Taking a life is easier than brushing aside a feather. To protect his daughter, the painter kept her confined to their home. While the fires of disaster, until one day, a falling star streaked, unable to contain her curiosity. And so she saw it. Beneath the cold, this tower had counted. Indeed. That tower, which stood only for a moment, was the crashed Astral Express. And Graphia's family, at the time, the wrecked train. It was only much later that Graphia, the Nameless, who walked the path. That was the day that Graphia stepped into the mortal world, in a long, drawn-out war. This was also the first time in the... She lost. Graphia did not win the Phantasmoon Games. In the final days of the Cinderth Age, she gathered every ounce of wish power. Yes. As long as the scroll still enshrouds reality, he won't be able to lay a finger on the Leviathan's remains buried deep within Ahatopia. The story is over. I also have a token I'd like you.
So,
No, there is no need to rush. You have a friend here who is lingering with a...
You mean...
Follow this path down to the riverbank of Myriad Wish Grove. When you are ready, choose a Wispe. Whisper Graphia's name when the time comes. I will...
Graphia... Anyway, I should head to the river...
Let's have some fun. I've heard that in the same forest, giant trees... How about this? We just feed Shuhu to that tree in the courtyard. Say something.
Didn't know you were a forestry expert. If the Elwood absorbed another emanator of abundance right now, there is no other option besides the veracity.
If the abundance grows too strong, the ambrosial arb... It's called an Arcadia.
You're afraid.
I'm not. Fine. You don't think I know what that Xianzhou person meant? 1 in 10 chance? There is no chance at all. Listen, I just can't stand by and watch one of my...
Kin.
What else? Friend? Colleague? Playmate? The guy who carries my bags when we go shopping?
I suppose all of those fit.
Fit? Sometimes I can't tell if you're actually dumb or just playing dumb.
I hear you. My mind is made up. You should understand. Misplaced emotions will only cause the mission to fail.
You really are... If I could see Firefly cured of her illness, Kafka finally finding the heart she's looking for, and that girl reclaiming her future, then I'd be willing to pick up that level 999 cartridge too. Even if it means becoming nothing but a...
Don't. At the T. Besides, why are you telling me this? You should...
Because just like you, I'm a total stuck-up... No. Unless you give...
Not settled. Fair enough. Whether as Ying Xing, before the final verdict. I should say a proper good. Who's there?
Next time, it'd be better if you didn't try to sneak up on.
I knew you would come.
I met the legendary. If we simply chant her name and release a Wispy into
a legend from 1,000 years, it really makes.
Then let's begin.
little one. I choose you.
Everyone, let's go find Raffia!
That should do it. Right? I summon Graphia, mother of Imagenesis. May she come forth and deliver us into the world in canvas. No Wispy were harmed in the making of this operation.
How odd.
Strange. Why is the boat coming from downstream?
I heard your call, and have come. Greetings, travelers who seek to leave the mortal world behind. Oh? Not an
I guess so.
The power of abundance. What an...
I've heard that something lies at the end of the world in canvas.
Ah, I see. I understand. Time...
Thank you. The mountains lie distant. The waters still. And snow settles. A fine moment to bring this weary life to its end.
Bring a weary life to its end? To my eyes, the power taking root within you is far from withering away.
It's just a matter of time.
The journey downstream is long. As is custom, I must collect your past stories as fare. I shall use them to paint the path forward, which will guide us to the other side.
My past stories. I am not much of a storyteller.
There is no need to weave your thoughts into it, only by letting go of...
Go ahead.
Then, I shall begin with that lone island of Insumosu. It was a desolate wasteland, untouched and forgotten. Desolate, cold, the perfect place to lay the dead to rest. I planted rusted, broken blades in the wasteland as a mark of my departure. Little did I know that even after joining the Stellaron Hunters, I would find myself returning there time and again, bringing along a few new swords with me. Their owners, some of them, sought my life, only to fall by my hand. Others simply wished to see me one last time, as their own lives flickered out. I was once a craftsman, and those swords, they were all my own creations. I raised those wordless monuments for my old friends, one by one, until they became a forest of broken blades. And what about me and my sword? When will it finally join them in that forest?
I will follow your words with my brush and paint the ideal end. Sword barrier. We've reached the shore you've been seeking.
What is this place?
This is the world in canvas. A mirror to your soul, blooming as your heart dictates. May this meadow be everything you wished for.
Superb artistry. And yet, I thought you would paint the desolation within me instead.
Desolation? I saw no desolation in your story. The fire that tempers black's that spark within you.
We've got no clue what you two are on about with all this cryptic talk, but you smile.
No.
He finally smiled. I'm actually the one who can't even smile. This sucks.
We have reached the end.
That blue maw. So?
Correct. Driven by the buried secrets of Ahatopia, you have come seeking liberation. And now, I have shown you the silhouette of the beast's maw. If you should find a way to get out, I ask that you swear to keep this secret.
I will keep the secret. That blue maw, can it truly consume the abundant?
Only a beast of insatiable hunger can end a plague of eternal growth. I have stood watch in this realm for a millennium, beholding the eternal conflict where the veracity and the abundance remain locked in strife. Oh, undying soul, the fate that awaits within those depths lies far beyond the reach of our conjecture. Perhaps you will vanish into nothingness in a mere heartbeat. Or perhaps you will endure a millennium of gnawing, constantly regenerating only to suffer once more, with liberation remaining an elusive dream.
Beneath that calm of yours,
this is the price I must bear for becoming one with the canvas.
You're telling me if he leaps, he has to stay down there and be torn apart? I'm not okay with this. Yao Guang never said anything about this when we went over the plan.
I have lived for nearly a millennium. I stopped wishing for a swift end a long time ago. If the Leviathan does not consume me utterly, then I am still alive. And until that moment comes, I will pin Shuhu to the anvil and swing my hammer once, twice, and...
Is there really no other way?
Silverwolf. I was... In my past life as a smith, I made it a point of... But ever since I joined the Stellaron Hunters...
Oh, right, I get it. You want me to go back and take apart that box Kafka uses as a footrest, right?
You already took it apart?
A long time ago. Quite a few treasures in there. A master-crafted blade, a game controller.
That's the armor core, reforged from the remains of the Glamoth Queen.
Oh, and a cat-scratching post.
When did you find out about these?
You? Think you hit it that well? Please, give me a break. We're a pro team, you know.
Just split it among yourselves. Consider it a keepsake.
Kafka should be the one saying this, but... You are the most perfect blade the Stellaron...
Just a broken blade. You talk too much.
Before you go, you have something to say to her.
To me?
Don't take offense. It's just a few. Before joining the Stellaron Hunters, unable to see the future, yet unable to reclaim the past. Whether we chose this path, leave no room for regret. We use the script to interfere with the future. But some things, once spoken aloud before their time arrives, will never come to pass. So, I must head into this unscripted path alone, to witness that final, solitary truth for myself. It's time. Do you still remember that passphrase? No need to step forward. Just recite it in your...
3 of a kind.
2 pair.
Ace. Go. Farewell. In the final moments of your life, what will flicker through your mind? The devouring. How much time? Sea of clouds. My heartbeat. Shuhu. Are you still...
Finally woke up, Yingxing?
Master? I am...
A lad your age, yet your head is more muddled than mine. It has been ages since we last met. Tell me, have you let your craft go to waste? Your master wishes to see what you can do.
Not a sweet dream of toast, and instead, it is a dream of... This is a standard issue sword I forged for the Cloud Knights.
Senior Frater, are you truly from a short life speed?
Why do you ask?
I mean, no offense. I just wondered.
My home became a grazing ground for those. Look at this blade. Fresh from the forge.
That is so cool!
Stop flattering me.
It's the very first assignment Elder Huaiyan gave.
A lone cloud. Let's call it...
See?
Bai Hung. And that bow I forged for her.
For me? Thank you. I told you. Hey, did you give this bow an...
I named this bow Lure after a myth...
How did you get so off track? Why pick a name meant for a horse? That won't do. It does not suit me at all.
That sounds terrible. It's like my mother naming me Human. At least change it to something elegant, like wine...
Look at you! Skilled with... Hey, perfect timing!
Staying in a single place your whole...
I forged this so you can use it to...
Jing Yuan's Devastator Glaive. The weapon I promised...
Oh, a genius. I suppose Master Jing Li's swordplay should be...
You little rascal. I am from a short-life species. Xianzhou's swordplay takes hundreds, even thousands of years to master.
I heard your bold claim. I'd rather...
My, the future sword champ... It would be a waste to throw my skill...
All right, deal.
Wait until you have grown. Then it is settled. Come, friends, drink up.
By the rainbow and the 10 law.
It would be a waste to throw my skills away on the battlefield.
By the rainbow and the... The prosthetic arm and sword staff for Mr. La Mancha were works created by my master. He came to visit me even after I was cast into the...
Yingxing. No. The shadow has tasted the flesh of abundance. You cannot... Yingxing, look at me. There was only thanks to you and your master, so I have but one question. There is always...
I must... Pity. So much in this... This is not my work. This.
So you're Blade. You sound like quite the... Oh, good timing. What do you make of this?
The blade itself is fine, but the technique is wrong. Swordsmanship is no song and dance. Power starts at...
My, oh my. Since you have so much to say, Master, why not forge a legendary blade for each...
I put down the hammer a long time ago. My hands cannot do what my mind wants anymore. Fighting from now on, if this shell of mine is the... A weapon given by Yingxing to an old friend. But we are no longer who I am. Does not matter. What matters is...
I don't understand.
All that happened. You would do well to keep Cloud next time we meet. What a pity.
Apprentice, come here.
Finally. Is the end in sight? I am here, Master.
Good. I have waited a long time for you.
You have seen every blade I have forged in this life.
Fine work. Somewhat flawed, perhaps, but their edge is undeniable. The marks of a true master.
Gazing upon the weapons I forged in days past, I can only feel a surge of endless regret. The hammer falls and cannot be undone, yet I have spent my life taking one wrong step after another. I betrayed my friends and broke my oaths. Even with these divine blades, I failed to protect those I held dear. My hands are stained with blood. I loathe the reflection it casts. But what weighs heaviest on my soul is the debt I owe you.
Let it all out. You feel a bit lighter. But isn't there one last piece you've yet to show me? It is yet to be named, has it not?
That is a mere scrap from the forging of Shard's sword. I hid it away, fearing it would bring shame upon our school.
Can a mere boy keep secrets from his master? I entrusted General Yao Guang to bring it to you. Since the day you left, I have kept this blade hung in the hall, gazing upon it daily. It is the same light that shone in your eyes the day you bowed.
I am but rusted scrap now. My light has long since faded.
Crushed ore, old materials, rusted iron. As craftsmen, we spend our entire lives in such company. Waste not the bounty of the world, but perfect it through craft. To take what is useless, to take every failed scrap and forge it anew. Isn't that our very mission as craftsmen?
Even for a life that has reached its end. A life built on nothing but mistakes.
As it is with the work of a craftsman, so it must be with the life of a craftsman. Do you still remember the question I once asked you? What defines a blade? The answer already lies within you. Go now, and forge it anew.
Forge it anew. Interesting. Now I wish more than anything that I could just live a bit longer. Ying Qi himself said that back when he was nearing his end.
Shoo.
You fought me all this time and leapt into the Leviathan's maw. Now, pity, truly. For so long as a single soul in this vast world prays for a... And now, I have come in answer to your prayer. Within the Leviathan's maw, I shall grant you 1,000 years of agony. As your flesh will be remade, only to be devoured again and again. Is this not exactly what you call forge it? Poor child, trapped in this waking dream. Yet when I come to... You were once a mat. I can grant you the... That is but a fleeting pain, your body.
Are you done talking? Do you truly believe that I am the only prisoner here, Shuhu? For so long as a single... You are nothing.
Are you trying to provoke me?
No. I am pronouncing your sentence. I never dove into this abyss for the sake of a mutual end. I came for forging. As long as you cling to life, you must keep reshaping this body to fight back the gnawing from the veracity. And that struggle is exactly what I want. Let the maw of this eon husk be the furnace. Let our undying flesh be the iron. And let death, 1,000 times over, be the hammer. Right here, I shall forge and recast you again and again. Not to destroy you, but to create a... And the thorns, are you ready? To turn your vengeance against your god.
I see now. So, this is how you forge it anew. Very well. Let us see how this duel between the condemned on...
In the end...
When reunited with family after a 15-year separation, 20 yet, choosing to conduct a you harbor suspicions regarding Mr. Ryusuke. Why is that?
Before Star Rail Fest began, I stopped by his office to look for the family's record of concern, or perhaps curiosity. I leafed through his portfolio. The artwork was magnificent. With E5 of the worlds he captured in the lost to the fires of war,
just as you suspected. Mr. Ryusuke, in the year 1969 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled to the Delcor Ring to sculpt a statue for... Also, in 1984 of the Arcadian calendar, he traveled alone to the planet Goliath's. Both incidents point back...
The Lord Ravager Assat...
However, there is also... Additionally, the IPC recovered a commission.
He accepted the commission, even though he knew...
Legends of the Graphia clan abound. Conjecture. Mr. Ryusuke was tracking the...
Any other...
There is another possibility. There is a 52% probability he might have even chosen to work for it.
I'll have a word with it.
I'll leave it in your hands.
Dad? Do you have a minute?
I do. What brings on this planet? I was worried you were too busy, so... And that kid is something else, too.
15 years.
And this time everyone survived.
It's time we sat down and talked.
Am I dreaming? My little girl... Give me...
There's no need... I should have seen that.
Himeko, open up. Himeko, come over. Tell me more about this.
I originally planned for us to meet at the school, but since you're already here, let me show you around the Express.
Oh, I would love that. I was in such a rush last time. Who could have imagined it? The thing...
I have met many artists who dreamed of boarding the Express just to get a closer look at the legacy of... So I am curious, how will the great artist Ryusuke evaluate it?
Me? Well, I'll give it my all.
There's actually so much interesting stuff on this express. This table is kind of different from the others, isn't it?
A lot of old furniture was destroyed when the express crashed. Pom-Pom and I spent quite some time picking the right...
Ah, out with the old, in with the new. You must have had a hard time keep...
It's not that hard.
Just as I thought. The Astral Express looks amazing inside. These chandeliers...
The designer used the skeleton of a void song whale as a reference. They say it's been here since Dolly's days on the Express. It catches the eye of many people who board.
But the light seems a bit dim in here, doesn't it?
It's always been...
Oh,
Are you an artist?
I am just speaking from experience. Don't forget, your dad was once the one who set up all the lighting in those classrooms. Is it there? Oh, let me see. It's bigger on the inside. Oh, the phonograph also has music from all sorts of worlds, just like the versions I... Oh, it's a shame I didn't get to see the legendary infinite ice cream machine.
Dad, you actually believe something like that exists? I thought only kids would fall for it.
A long, long time ago, such a thing did exist when the Express passed the desert planet Talon. Granholm left...
Conductor!
Really?
Hey, my daughter Himeko finally opened up to having a heart-to-heart with me.
What a special moment! Pom-Pom will leave you to it then. They say family is one of the most precious treasures. Pom-Pom believes we should cherish them.
See? I told you. This time, Dad wins. Oh, Himeko, you may be a fully capable navigator now, but sometimes experience still beats youth.
Aren't you tired of...
Are you actually worried?
Perfect.
Well, might as well swing by the meeting card, say...
Pom-Pom finds Himeko's father very easygoing.
Himeko, come on. Let's walk together. Intellitron, buddy!
Rumor has it that the drinks, and since there is only Mr. Ryusuke.
Oh, nonsense.
A cup of hot coffee.
Huh. Well, now I see why they call you Shush. Well, since I'm still... A long time ago, there was a truly terrible nameless. They snuck aboard as a passenger, seeking a certain answer. Now, one day, they ordered a drink from a service robot on the Express and told it a joke.
A long time ago, there was a truly terrible nameless. They snuck aboard as a passenger, seeking a certain answer. I have retrieved the same joke from the archived logs. It is indexed under the title, An Unfunny Joke.
But did you know, the first time the robot heard that joke, it laughed.
Don't go filling Shush with nonsense. Its database is already enough of a mess. Dad, here's your coffee.
This cup is huge.
What are you talking about?
Analyzing components.
Mr. Shush, you must be exhausted after telling all those cool jokes. How about a nice hot cup of coffee to warm you up, huh?
My inspiration circuit is vibrating. My radar indicates that...
Oh, Himeko, if I do not make it out of here, please deliver my resignation to Miss Dolly. Tell her I will not be coming in tomorrow, which is really no different from any other day.
Oh, want another cup?
Himeko, Miss Dolly, it would be selfish of me to keep this on.
I am afraid it will be long. But as you said, it is time for us to head to the school.
Are you truly ready to...
We should go now. I have been ready for 15. It's been 15 years. Even if they are merely shadow.
Oh, you're right.
Senior, you are back! We're all waiting for you.
Sorry I'm late, everyone.
It's okay.
Himiko, we don't have enough time for the lobby. Could you please?
Mia, stop bothering Himiko all the time. If you and the others hadn't slacked off on the rooftop, we would.
But the school anniversary is tomorrow. If I do not get this done, Ms. Dolly is going to skin me.
You should start by tidying up those.
Hey,
Wait, did you hear that? It's him.
Everyone, hide! Don't let them find us! Run, Senior! The Herald of Death is back!
Don't be afraid, Belle. No more running away.
Really?
When have I ever led you astray? Look, even the Dean has arrived.
Right now? But we still have so much left to do.
Oh, it is all. I hereby declare that the Graphia Academy anniversary. Since the other grades are not with us today, we shall keep the proceedings simple. Students, have you all discovered?
Why so serious?
I plan to study at the Intelligentsia Guild. I want to learn.
I want to study cinematography, and
I hope that in 10 or even 20 years, you will. And now, please welcome our
Our senior is doing this?
Himiko? Are
I do not know. All I know is that take that step forward. Congratulations.
Senior!
Himiko.
Himiko, what's with the sad face?
Belle. Full wish. Mia. Safe travels, everyone. 15 years. The blood-stained games that altered the course of so many lives have finally come to an end.
If only I had not lost myself in my own grief. If only I had looked after that child properly. Well, perhaps everything would have been different. It was not only the Herald of Death that pushed her towards that abyss.
Full Wish said that it took Plain Arcadia 15 whole years to kill her. Will this world ever get better, Dad?
I don't know, but I'm willing to believe in it.
Dad.
Is that concern?
If you...
After the blood-stained game, until one day, I happened to see news about the Astral Express. The person on that screen, as long as I never saw you in person.
Von Walk?
Were they beautiful?
In this vast universe, nothing... You may have been a poor excuse. Thank you for setting me...
Same here. It's still early, huh? I am...
Something very important?
No. Give me just a moment. Whew. Nice weather today. Let's go downstairs.
Oh my god, it's her!
Himiko! Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm such a huge...
Himiko. Slow down. Himiko. Slow down.
Senior Himiko! Oh wow, she actually looked at me!
Her navigator aura is incredible!
Astral Express, I love you!
Like a love song, baby!
Baseball raccoon didn't...
Oh, Himiko.
It gladdens me that my daughter is so popular.
The Herald of Death incident just ended.
I suppose it brings back memory.
That is true. That little fellow had quite a Dad, do you still remember it?
How could I ever forget? That thing came crashing down and poked a hole right through Miss Seadrake's tail. I had to take you to apologize in person. I ended up redrawing the tail myself to make it right. These days, I wouldn't be able to handle that kind of trouble anymore.
My poor old back would...
Now that I am free, I just can't face the thought of coming back to nothing but an empty home again.
Don't worry. I'm not going.
The Imogenesis classroom is ahead.
Himeko.
Ms. Dolly?
She might have taken the day off.
I never noticed it before. It must be because of that incident.
Of course.
The principal himself.
It even made the front page of the... Looking back...
If it weren't for those dreams, I'll never forget.
That was always you. So, I would start from the...
Yeah. That was the... And the very story, even if I could never leave this place. Yet before I knew it, I'd already I think I understand how you...
What about the Astral Express?
A crew of the most incredible...
Like a teacher watching their student. Then your dad will always be here at...
So? What is this Dad? Are you hiding?
I knew I couldn't hide it for long.
What?
This isn't the right place for this discussion.
So?
It's the Weathering Curse. I know what you're about to ask. I do not share the Graphia lineage, which is why I believed I could find the demon from beyond and save you and your boss. In the end, or even himself.
Tell me, what happened in the past?
You've seen my portfolio, haven't you? Those worlds are just like plain Arcadia. Every single one of them. In those places, luck is a...
What does that even mean?
In ways beyond comprehension, you feel... If you make it out.
It sounds more insane than the Phantasmoon games.
The universe is sheer madness. Beyond all reason. I survived over and over, yet my body has become as fragmented as Graphia once was. Is this his way of torturing the rebels? I don't know. But by the time I realized it, there was no escape.
Why didn't you tell me earlier? I could have reached out to the IPC's doctors.
It's no use. I've been chasing after him my whole life. I know him better than you do. Himeko, remember when you first learned to paint? I told you then why we must paint the beauty that we see.
Because the ugly, the despicable, and the cowardly, they endure forever through evasion, like beasts driven by survival. Beauty remains ever fleeting. Just as heroes find their end in sacrifice, and stars do so, we must capture what is noble and bright, to show that such things truly lived. As for the barbaric...
But Himeko, fate works in mysterious ways.
I should have come back earlier. I'm so sorry.
No. I am the one who came back. I've thought about it 1,000 times. After everything, does this tardy father still even deserve to hear what his daughter wants to say?
If you're willing.
Thank you.
All of this happened after you went away. During those 4 years, I found the Stranded Express deep. If I could claim victory in the but the Herald of Death was a complete madman.
These bloodstains. The Herald of... He's already killed so many people.
Himeko.
Of course I am. Belle. Mia. Twisted. And they watched themselves turn into...
But Himeko...
If I don't stop him right here and win the Phantasmoon games, then someone needs to avenge those students.
That is not your I know hunting down the Herald of Death isn't my responsibility, but I am already here. Yeah. I'm not really scared anymore. Really.
Rogue supplicant has entered Dovebrook District. Aberration threat level, Calamity. Aberration name, Herald of Death. By order of the Department of...
The suppression squad sent by the Department of Aberration Defense. They struggled through the pain, but these stains, even so...
To take down a monster like him, you need a single perfect strike.
But first, I need to buy...
Let me handle that for you.
All right. It's too I'll take all the wish power I... The sheer destructive force...
But by doing this...
Yeah. By burning all the wish power. But even if I did win the games and restart the Express... I'll just set the Express in motion with Aha's power. Someone who does that. Oh, I knew I should have stuck.
Remember that for the...
Right. Another body.
Black Birch.
Black Birch, the masked fool? The one who turned Gotham City upside down not long ago? Only 2 supplicants are left.
In other words,
just like those legends, I will take him down.
What a beautiful sight that will be. Then consider this.
The very first, it'll certainly be cool. The stench. It's about time.
So exquisite! These flowers blooming in plain arcade. What is that? Still not enough! I need more pigment! I mix my colors with department head. I shall become her! Another new shade, dazzling. Step into this masterpiece!
Stop right there. So, you actually conquered the Herald of Death and set the Astral Express in motion once more at the end of the blood-stained gate. Here I go. I believe in your bravery. When confronted by death, you will undoubtedly. You were so frail and sickly. How could you possibly defeat the Herald of Death, who slaughtered every single supplicant? The answer is clear. It would be impossible for you. That is, unless you had another person helping you. Don't deny it yet. I've been tested by you enough along the way. So now, give your father a little room to breathe. While I was gathering your belongings, I found some of the manuscripts you left behind. Legend says that during the Canvas Age, just suppose, if that is the truth, then every mystery is explained. During that night of the blood-stained games, a girl at death's door, and an imagination she created, followed the trail of the Herald of Death all the way to Dovebrook as a monster bearing Shuhu's flesh and a supplicant lost to madness. Marcus and Tommy defeated the pair before. Driven by pure instinct, he slowly closed in on. Little did he know that he was walking straight into a trap of their design. The moment he drew near, a massive iron. It was the night of July 22nd. Over 10,000 sightings reported a giant arm. His theories were endless. Was it a divine act by Aha? Or a weapon? It was just an arm. The girl achieved her dream, and the stars set sail once more. Truly a most romantic fairy tale. And now, unfortunately, I have to destroy this fairy tale myself.
You don't believe me?
I have no idea who you truly are. But that little girl who roamed for trailblazing, my frail and sickly daughter, from the very beginning, Himeko, never left Plain Arcadia.
That is not something you should joke about.
You know better than I do whether I'm joking or not. By the way, things outside aren't looking good. The Arcadia is drowning in problems. Is it really wise to...
Those kids are all grown up now. They can handle their mission. And as for myself, I am staying right here to deal with the biggest problem.
Are you intending to stay here until the outcome is...
It might take forever for him to return. Or maybe, if I just complain and say, I wish Blade were here. Anyway, it was his choice. Thank you for staying.
Now, it is time, gray-haired girl. You seek me out with her. I don't quite follow. Our first meeting was just before we took the boat here. I only answered the call of wish power because of that. So, who is this me you speak of?
Me, of course.
Not you again. A meanie will...
Misfortune and I share one thing in a reunion after 1,000 years. Graphia, it has been a long time.
Asat Pramad.
Back at Ingford Hermitage, what you heard was only half the story. 1,000 years ago, amid her cold, lifeless body, reminded me of the legend. Too bad I never did get the joke. So I came up with a much better one. I infused that child with the power of destruction, giving her the rebirth of a Void Ranger. I taught her to paint her monstrous beast, Graphia. Your name was your commission. You were doing so well.
Since that day, I have had nothing to do with you or your destruction. Your failure began the moment you tried to destroy the Express. All you did was turn the spirit of the Nameless into a rallying cry for rebellion. I took the power you forced upon me, and you...
So, you think putting on a human mask makes you one of the Trailblazers? How amusing. Look at yourselves. That weathering curse is still eating away at you and world and canvas. Do you know why I haven't spared Ahatopia a single glimpse? Because you bore me. But now, things have changed. Someone far more interesting than you has... That is why I have returned.
Himiko? I've had my fill of this drama. Now, I'm dying to see how your face handles my fist.
For 1,000 years I have painted them... Oh, tell me, Asat Pramad, are you
I have more important things to do than linger here. Why not let them have a taste instead? Come forth. Demonstrate your defiance.
Is it over?
Watch out!
odds of success are 0.
The restraint check failed?
A 1 in 10,000 chance. The moment I cast the dice, the outcome is fixed. Remove the mask, protagonist. It doesn't suit you. As for you, your end is decided. Farewell.
Sorry. I have failed.
Minions of destruction! I will drive you all. We must force her back to her senses.
Mountains grow, dragons rise!
Burn, vengeful spirits!
Do we have to go full force?
Of course not. That is exactly what that meanie wants.
Oh my god! Our might command!
Wiped him out.
Dragons, soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Let greed devour all!
My purpose is to protect. Mountains move, dragons rise!
Unlimited firepower!
Best of luck! An explosive start, something! Feet! All for the sword!
Fury of the dead!
Left humanity's end! Power of elation! Hilarious!
I'll endure.
Top tier play. This next round, real gaming.
Your moment to shine.
All eyes are on you!
People always say,
Observe the heavens with my divinations!
This is Honkai.
That omen. Don't thank me. Oh my blood! Our might command!
Feast your eyes,
Darken into a roar!
Bonus round. Let greed devour all!
Dragons, soaring above the lands. This is permanent!
Best of luck! An explosive start, something! Feet!
This is Honkai.
Hilarious!
Burn, vengeful spirits!
Absolutely cannot let you touch this place.
Astral Express! We need to finish this fast and catch up to Asat. Looks like I have to use level 999 one more time.
No need for that. If a sword is needed, let it be. Have you thought it through? What defines a blade? The sharpness that endures.
after all has worn away. I shall take veracity as my forge, and abundance as my iron. Tempered into a blade!
What? Not even a welcome back?
No way! Blade! You answered my prayers!
1 in 10 chance of survival. I choose to survive.
That only. Don't thank me.
Let greed devour all!
What happened to her?
This is Assad Pramad's handiwork. We have to bring her to her senses first! Baneful clouds scatter.
You will serve as the tempering fire!
I can endure more! Let blood be raised!
Oh my god! Her might command!
This is Honkai! Bonus
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one too.
You'll serve as the tempering fire!
Devour offspring! Fight for me!
Your moment to shine.
All eyes are on you!
All for the thrill!
Dragons soaring above the lands! This is permanent!
Absolutely cannot let you touch this!
I am not too late.
Are you kidding? Your timing is impeccable, Blady. But isn't this a bit much? How did you even change outfits? What happened?
I used the Leviathan's maw to imprison Shuho.
What matters is that you made it out alive and got the job done.
Not yet. I have made a decision. This time, I will stay and become a supplicant.
What? You're going to stay here and poke your nose into this world's business?
Let us settle this first. Are you okay?
Thank you. I will do everything I can to help you. As long as the canvas remains, Assad Pramad cannot kill me. You have... It was all me. Assad Pramad was right after all. I have been a ghost of 1,000 years past. Arrogant enough to... We are up against the same nightmare that survived a whole Sindearth age. The same monster that an entire era could not even overcome.
Just how did he even sneak into the world and
first time I stepped into Inkford Hermitage, a strange Wispe tried to latch onto me. Maybe that was the first step in Assad Pramad's plan. Then, he took on Graphia's form to tamper with my mask, and even taught me the way to summon the real Graphia. In the end...
So, this guy has only been after one thing this...
And to awaken the husk of the veracity, we need to leave this place as soon as possible. The giant mob...
But he mentioned he had something more important to do. What is that even supposed to mean? He has so much on his plate, no way he can split himself into pieces and handle everything.
1,000 years ago, the demon lord from beyond invaded Ahatopia. He could appear in places thousands of miles apart at the exact same time, as if he possessed count.
What?
He said he was meeting a genuine nameless. Himiko! She's in trouble!
The biggest problem? Do you mean?
You said that classroom was a secret place of your own creation. Yet Fullwish seemed to know everything about it. You are far too familiar with the Express. Yet there is no way my father could have ever set foot on it. And another thing. When we first met up earlier, you said it had been but my father clearly left much earlier than that. Your story is riddled with holes. Or rather...
You are the only person I can never seem to lie to. And about that last point, it was just...
Stop this pathetic act, you who dare to impersonate my father. Show your truth.
It seems our pleasant little father-daughter chat has come. Buying time. Keeping me pinned down. If I prove to be more dangerous than anticipated, you would be right there to sheep. But, Navigator, why don't you try to guess at what exact point did I take? It happened on the day that man, in his desperate search for the source of the weathering curse to save his family, was destroyed. That year, Himeko was 6. At her mother's funeral, she met her father for the first time.
You are lying.
I have told you only one. Nice to meet you. I'm your father, Ryosuke.
All that effort. All those years spent by my side.
Even I find it hard to tell what goes on in this head of mine sometimes. But now, as I look at your face, I had so much fun playing a father. And the best part, that was not even the most fun I have had today.
Hey, can you hear me? Someone who looks like a Sapramad just showed up at the tavern. We are under attack by Assad Pramad. Don Hung and I will do everything we can to cover Yao Guang.
I've played along this far, so why not make it interesting? Let us add, you have proven your theory by tearing off the mask of Ryosuke. As a courtesy, it's now time to strip away your disguise. The ugliest lie of the Trailblaze. The truth.
When the Phantom Moon is full again, I will be there as I have promised. I will come back with so many stories.
The girl looked up at the stars, but in her heart, she was 10. In the end, she'd left her wishes to someone else. As for her, she chose... Ryosuke's daughter, Himeko, is long dead. When she saw how vast the just as the trailblaze will always converge with the
So, you really are a fake.
Right back at you.
O denizens of this Arcadia, lost in its splendor, once I beheld the Astral Express rise again towards the stars. Since then, you have known 15 long years of unbroken peace. It's been a while, old friend. For 15 years it was I, Hassan Khan, who delivered every promise of beauty to this Arcadia in advance. Now, please indulge in these long overdue surprises.